Why we must support OSHA PPE regulation in welding. Welding is one of the most critical and high-risk trades in the construction and manufacturing industries. Everyday welders face exposure to intense heat, sparks, flying metal, ultraviolet radiation, toxic fumes, and loud noises. These hazards make welding one of the most dangerous jobs without proper protection, excuse me. This is why OSHA's personal protective equipment, such known as PPE regulations, are not optional, they are essential. The most important reason to support OSHA's PPE regulation is simple. They save lives. Welders who lack proper eye protection can suffer from permanent vision loss. Without flame-resistant gloves or clothing, a spark can cause nerve burn in seconds. Toxic fumes from certain metals can cause long-term respiratory and sometimes even cancer. Supporting the OSHA's PPE regulations ensures that workers are shielded from these hazards and can go home safely to their families each day. OSHA regulations are not just practice, they are federal law. Companies that fail to comply with PPE regulations expose themselves to serious consequences, such as hefty fines, penalties, legal liabilities for injuries or fatalities, loss of license or contracts, increased insurance premiums. Supporting the OSHA's PPE standards helps companies stay legal, compliant, avoid constantly lawsuits, and protect their reputation. A safe welder is a productive welder. When the injuries occur, projects get delayed, and operations are disrupted. PPE helps reduce accidents, which means fewer work stoppages, fewer missed work days, and lower worker compensation costs. By supporting PPE policies, companies protect their timelines, budgets, and workforce. Employees take notice when their employees take notice when their employer values safety. Enforcing PPE regulations shows welders that their lives matter more than their deadline. This builds loyalty, trust, even pride in the workplace. On the other hand, ignoring safety tells workers they are disposable, and that leads to high turnover or low moral. A company known for safety becomes a company that attracts top talent and long-term business. At heart of it all, we must all support OSHA PPE regulations because it is the right thing to do. Welding may be tough, but no one should have to risk their life just to earn a living. Supporting these safety standards honors human dignity and reflects company value. Supporting OSHA PPE regulation in welding isn't just about checking boxes, it's about protecting people. It's about building a culture that values safety, responsibility, and respect. When workers are protected, companies succeed. When safety is a priority, everyone wins. OSHA PPE standards minimize injury and prevent long-term health effects. It risks and sometimes risks include eye injuries, burns, and respiratory damage. Ignoring OSHA regulation leads to fines, lawsuits, workers' compensation claims, and potential business shutdowns. Compliance protects businesses from legal liabilities. Safe workers are more productive. PPE related injuries cause jobs to slow down, it causes absenteeism and low moral. A company known for safety attracts better talent and builds trust. Ethical, moral obligations. Enforcing OSHA PPE rules is an act of respect and responsibility in ensuring workers go home. And that is why we should all support OSHA's PPE regulations.